What are these?
Burial vaults.
Okay.
Coven members past, mostly heretics and lawbreakers.
That didn't scare you just a teeny weeny bit to be like, that could be you, boo, in the death box.
Let's start. Oh dear.
Yo,
Finally.
has he lost his ever-loving mind? I swear, Lou can't hold water to save his life. I mean, Lou, like it didn't even, you didn't even have to, he didn't even have to really pry. You just let it all out. Like, my God, I'm so annoyed. Hello, my YouTubians, and how are you guys doing this week? As usual, I hope your week was fabulous and fantastic, but if it wasn't, well then you already know. Hopefully this little reaction will put a smile on your face, because we're going to be watching episode 3, season 2 of Interview with the Vampire. Now, the comments on Sunday were very juicy. Some of you were on Daniel's side, some of you were on Louis and Armand's side. Me, you already know I'm Team Daniel all day, every day, at least on this one. You know, sometimes I'm Team Louis, sometimes I'm Team Daniel. Honestly, it goes week by week, just based off the events of what's happening in the episode. But last week, you know, you all know I was definitely Team Daniel when it came to his confrontation with him and Louis. So let's see what this week can bring. Will Daniel come back with a rebound, or have Louis and Armand completely savaged his brain? We don't know. Some of y'all may, because y'all probably already watched episode 3, but I don't know yet. And for those who haven't already seen it, I guess we'll be finding out together. Y'all, come on! I not only have Kiki in here, I also have the diva. Say hi, Dominoes. Say hi, Dominoes. Love her to death, but she might be getting kicked out because she makes way too much noise. She always wants to be underfoot, but her feet make a lot of noise. So, depending on how needy she acts, I might have to put her in the other room. Kiki too. So, let's do these introductions and get everything started. Hi, I'm Shalea, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, hey fam. Around here, I like to say that anybody who hits that subscribe button is official family. So, if you're into TV shows or movies with a whole lot more commentary as opposed to the movie clips, then look no further, guys, because you have entered the right spot, and I am the girl to watch. With that all being said, you ready to get your vampire on? I know I am. You see, I even got my Hex Girl shirt. I don't know if you guys remember the Hex Girls. Like, if you know, you know. Like, they were iconic, okay? An iconic group. If you know the song, sing it with me. Just one quick round. Just one quick round before we start. We're a Hex Girl, and we're gonna put a spell on you. Gonna put a spell on you. I'm a Hex Girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. That was a banger, okay? Scooby-Doo, banger. All right, and with that all being said, let's get on with the show, okay? Oh, y'all, I can't wait. We are about to see Lestat in his acting back. You know I love when Lestat comes back. He is like my problematic fave. Toxic, okay? I will never forgive him for what he did. But, I don't know, he's just always got that little bitty spot in my heart that I just can't let him go.
Who's your main cat?
His name was Bruce. We don't talk about him though.
They keep mentioning Bruce, so I'm like kind of worried that this is gonna come back to bite Claudia in the butt. Like, what if Bruce ends up embarrassed? Like, oh no. Say it ain't so, y'all.
If you're willing to ask your questions and then listen.
If Daniel doesn't come back with his usual wit, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Episode 10. Oh, I didn't even notice it was a continuation from the last one. No pain. Is this back in the day or is this present? Ew, it's still breathing.
You're Daniel Malloy. I've read your books.
Okay, someone's got a fan.
I see they've separated you from your laptop.
They?
Off your game of touch yesterday.
Who are you? I mean, I know he's the guy from the previews, but like, who are you?
We were tracking 900 of them a month ago. We're tracking 1,600 now.
Ooh, somebody has multiplied.
You're not the first to attempt this, Mr. Malloy.
Attempt to write a story on him?
His name's Raglan James.
Raglan James. Now, y'all gonna have to help me, okay? Is he significant or is he a new character that the show's introduced? I don't know. Is he from the book? I know he's not from the movie, so help me out, y'all. He dropped his name like we were supposed to know who he was, so maybe y'all know.
Files have been placed on your laptop.
Anyone here a fan of intelligence officers? We got a live one.
There's that sarcastic witticism we know and love. Clearly he's not that broken. I wonder if he's from the one that starts with a T. Freak, I can't think of their name right now. You know, from Mayfair Witches. I wonder if he's from there.
Rashid, how does your average vampire keep people like you in line?
He could kill us both now, but he doesn't. They're peaceful beings.
I said agree to disagree, okay? Peaceful when not hunting, maybe. But at any given time, Rashid, if he's hungry and he needs something to eat, you are that food source, my love.
They drain and disappear us.
They have a biological imperative in conflict with human morality.
One of y'all asked me if they thought real Rashid was a vampire. You know, based off of that lie, based off of the way he was going gung-ho, he may not be a vampire, but it feels like he's gunning to be one in the future.
And I'd say we're multimillionaires. Not quite a billion.
Don't call him humble, y'all. Just multi-million. Close to a billion. Not quite there yet. But working on it.
It was wrong of Louis to enter your memories. You were invited here as a guest. You were rude, but he crossed the line.
Now I'm confused on this one. His sincerity. Is he sincere in this, or is he just trying to get Daniel back to where he feels like he's in control, even though we know Daniel's not quite in control anymore?
I offer.
How do you hide from the cloud?
There's my guy. There's that sparring I know and love. I knew they couldn't break him, guys. I knew they couldn't break him. He just needed a second, got his bearings together, bounced back, all right? Shook it off, y'all. He shook it off.
We should probably wait for him.
Probably.
Awkward silence.
You're at the height of willful ignorance. We exploit it. This was Lestat's vision.
Lestat?
Lestat de Liancourt.
Yes.
Hearing Daniel say it's just not the same as when Lestat says it. De Liancourt.
We were shadows crouching behind stone prior to his transformation.
Quite interesting. So I'm guessing before Lestat, they hid in the shadows. They didn't come out much. And Lestat helped them embrace their vampire nature to where they didn't have to hide it anymore. They could just literally hide in plain sight. That sounds like Lestat. He's brilliant that way, y'all. Oh God, this is gonna be a Lestat fangirl episode for me, isn't it? I just feel it.
It was 1556. We lived in squalor, hunted in shame.
What a tragic life.
By the time Robespierre was beheaded,
Is this punishment?
Failing.
Wow.
I felt his presence before I saw him, sired by one of my deserters, Magnus.
Magnus, that's the other person whose blood he's got. I wonder why Magnus was able to desert and you didn't go find him to punish him. Maybe he just ran so far away you couldn't find him. But if that was the case, then he wouldn't be able to have gotten Lestat in France. Because I know he got Lestat while he was in France. So no, that makes no sense. And I don't know. Interesting. Y'all let me know.
This was something new. He was prancing and preening in front of 500 mortals a night.
Just look at him, y'all. Our guy knows how to command a stage.
Like some patronized, tarted up dervish.
Just look at that stage presence.
Lestat becoming a vamp.
Even Armand's captivated. He can't even do nothing.
I had to bring him under my control by any means.
You can't control Lestat.
Viens à moi.
Something tells me you're a little enamored, Armand.
I followed him for weeks. His rejections only inflamed me.
Oh, so he's not the only one who you just follow and spy on. That must be your thing, huh, Armand? Just following and spying.
And the longer I allowed him to exist outside the coven, the more unsettled my children became.
Look at him sitting there envious. They didn't want to skulk in the shadows either. Look at the way they living, y'all. And then you see Lestat living lavishly in carriages and stuff. And you just hold on. If he can do it, why can't we do it too?
À la maison. Oui, maître.
Désolé.
Armand better get that under control before he has a little bit of a mutiny on his hands.
Nous allons nous faire rattraper. Je l'espère.
I'm wondering if this is that, I can't think of the guy who was Lestat's lover before Louis that he had mentioned. Freak, I can't remember that guy's name, but I wonder if that's him. And also, I wonder if he knows that Lestat's a vampire yet. Not gonna lie, y'all. I missed him. Toxic though he is, I miss seeing him on here in actual corporal form, not a figment of Louis' imagination. There's just something about Sam. He is just so riveting, alluring. He is such a good actor. He embodies Lestat. He is Lestat. I can see no one else being Lestat. Not even Tom. And frankly, I thought Tom did a pretty decent job. And look at his walk. Even his walk is so just, For me, it's you see Lestat and you know why Louis was so captivated. captivated. You know, next to Lestat, Armand is just like, you know, plain coffee, like plain ice cream when you can have like gelato, something like that, like regular milk chocolate when you could have Godiva stuff. You know what I mean?
Connais-tu ce giton? Sois avec les tiens.
Et abandonner mon gelé à carreaux, mon coljabo, vivre comme un larve.
I mean, is he wrong?
Lestat, que se passe-t-il?
Rien. Il n'est rien.
Dang, Armand, no wonder you don't like him. He snubbed you, like, out in the cold.
Lestat! Là!
Oh, no. Oh, my God! Lestat! No, he's gonna drag. He dragged you. Don't let him drag you, boo. Did he just stop time? Lestat, baby, I thought you was talking big because you could back it up.
Tu gâches ton potentiel en menant cette vie-là.
Is he dead? I guess he is powerful. No wonder Louis was so worried.
Je suis Armand. Je suis le chef de ton clan.
Don't I have to accept being in the coven first before you can be my leader?
Ramène ton gilet chez les larves, veux-tu?
Damn. What's with the cross? Theatrical to the very end, y'all. Is that really supposed to do something? I thought crosses didn't work on them. How's this work? It only works if they believe that the cross will work on them? Because last I checked, Louis said crosses don't work.
Nous devons servir Dieu au travers de Satan.
Tu vas attirer la colère de Dieu sur nous avec tes péchés.
Are you serious right now? Baby, look where you are. That the wrath is there, okay? You're living in squalor and filth. There ain't nowhere else to go but up. Literally.
Il parle de l'homme triste et vêtement cloué.
C'est un art.
So dramatic.
Rompre de cette prison qu'il bâtit pour vous.
Mutiny!
My children left. They
Go
roamed the
ahead, run
streets of
after him. You
Paris,
know you
wreaking
want
havoc.
to. The fact that they spent so many years underground and the only thing keeping them at bay was Christian religion, that's crazy to me. I don't know. Something about that's just like, it's crazy. Because I thought vampires, you know, because vampires have been around since Egyptians with Akasha. So I'm just wondering, when did the Christian religion come in and they was like, oh no, we got to stay underground and worship God through Satan. I don't know the specifics. And I ain't making fun of Christianity either. I'm just making fun of them. Okay, so don't be trying to come for me talking about you making fun of us Christians. No, I'm making fun of these vampire Christians, okay? Specifically, this just them.
Some could not reconcile. They went mad, ended themselves.
I'm just wondering, is that like, was that the end goal for Armand the whole time, is for them to end themselves? Or was he just tired of playing coven leader?
The only thing that kept me from the fire were the old rituals.
It is really hard to reconcile this Armand with the Armand that we know now.
Comment puis-je te des objets par la simple force de ton esprit?
Just powerful, I guess.
Demande-t-il tout en dansant dans les cendres.
Really, Lestat? You only want me for my powers. Man, he didn't even act. He just took.
Annonce que tu es un vampire. Bois le sang à la vue de tous. Mets en scène les rituels de ton clan.
He is such a good multitasker.
Je n'ai pas de clan.
Au contraire, maître.
Oh, it's his coven. They're still alive. Oh, somebody has cleaned themselves up. Look at them. They took baths. Oh my. Did he turn all of them, or were those the coven people from down in the sewers?
Allons-y.
Ici, maintenant.
Is that Nicholas, the one he turned?
Il nous observe.
Elle devrait regarder sa partition.
Yeah, Armand, it really looks like you didn't like his taste. Like I said, everybody loves Lestat's taste.
Je t'aime.
Oui, je t'aime aussi.
You're just gonna end it there.
They went at it on the floor.
So I'm guessing he stopped because he sends Louis coming.
Armand taught Lestat the mind gift. And a week later, Lestat was gone.
If I was Daniel, I'd have said, Lou, go back to bed. The story was just getting good. And you come in, conclude it all in like 5 sentences. You messed it up, Lou. You messed it up.
Never say I love you to a raging narcissist.
And I locked away those words for another 150 years.
But you're not bitter, right? No, you're not bitter.
And then he arrived and shattered that lock.
He's in Copenhagen.
Back to the, not present day, but you know, day that we're used to.
He's in Copenhagen, working in a car factory. He hates his maker, takes the boat back to America.
Hey, look who's getting their story together. Thank goodness.
What's he look like?
They won't ask that.
I need this cold.
Black wavy hair, bunch of moles on his crutch.
I don't need that.
Well, he didn't keep you under floorboards for a week.
Under floorboards for a week? My God, poor girl.
I try to keep us safe. There's danger if they find out we lied.
He's not wrong.
Maybe not Cincinnati. How about Shreveport?
You already said Cincinnati. What? I remember them mentioning Cincinnati already. So it's just kind of like, get your story straight, guys.
I'm on.
Oh God, oh God.
The door was ajar.
Did he hear all of that? I'm not sure. I'm about as nervous as Lou right now.
Welcome to our lair.
Did I give you consent to look me in the eye, Puce?
I ain't trying to be mean, but don't be talking to my girl like you crazy, Armand, okay? Get your shit together, all right? All right, you just know that that's our little girl. Some of y'all may not claim Claudia, but that's my little girl, okay? And you don't talk to her any type of way, all right? Don't talk to my child like you crazy.
How's she doing?
She's taking the abuse in stride.
It's like a hazing, and I never like stuff like that. Like when they do it in what are those called, sororities and fraternities, where you gotta be mean to them in order for them to come into the gang. I just never understood that. If I gotta feel pain in order to get initiated, I just don't need to be in the group.
Unconscious death is the fate of all mortals.
So it is the same play.
Look up. This is the money box.
Oh my.
Take the safety off the funnel, and the rats do the dirty for you.
Wow.
These rats are smart. You open up the wrong box, they go running up the stairs into the theater, and Mitra punishes the entire coven.
I'm guessing you made that steak before?
We had an incinerator at home.
Feels a bit German.
Terrible.
What are these?
Burial vaults.
Okay.
Coven members past, mostly heretics and lawbreakers.
And Claudia, Chloe, your nickname now. This is what you want to be a part of? That didn't scare you just a teeny weeny bit to be like, that could be you, boo, in the death box.
I saw enough theater back home for several lifetimes.
This was Bruce, the opera-loving motorcyclist.
If only he didn't know Lestat. I ain't trying to be mean, Lou, but I'm like, come on now. He knows Lestat. He knows Lestat loved the theater. He probably knows that you're talking about Lestat. Props to him for not saying anything just too soon, but we all know you're not a good liar, Lou.
Not much of a joiner. So if that's why you're here.
It is not the whole reason I'm here.
No. No.
There you go, Dreamstat. You look good.
Bruce, I sense him now in your mind.
Let's just hope he doesn't see him in your mind. Armand really is handsome. I don't know why he doesn't do it for me like Lou does it for me. Armand just, I don't know, I just don't feel the same way when I look at him. But I can admit he's a handsome man. Like, he's beautiful to look at. Almost as beautiful as Lou.
The Coven is envious of your independence.
Your problem, not mine.
On that we agree, because I'm just like, if the Coven is envious of my independence, then why don't they just not join the Coven? Like, why are they in the Coven? Didn't they have a choice like Claudia had a choice? If you don't want to be in the Coven, booze, don't join, like, leave the Coven. Or does leaving the Coven involve leaving the Coven? Is it one of those, once you're in, you're in. Ain't no going back.
I'm out here finding myself.
You do that. I'm happy to hear it, Lou. You need to find yourself.
Then what room is there left for me?
No, there's room.
All the boys and girls love Lou. Ain't that right, guys?
When my mind was touched by something wrong, Daniel?
Just a little bit. Don't stare at my screen. It's just malfunctioning.
Something you were saying made me think.
Think what?
Don't read my thoughts, Lou. It's rude.
How do you get them to accept death?
They'll never hear you in the front row with your head down.
Dang, they told me ass down. Y'all need to make up y'all mind.
Estelle told me you were the youngest, but you're also the strongest. Figured you got the best blood.
My maker lies in the walls downstairs.
I hope you weren't fond of each other.
And his blood was exquisite. And I can fly. And your dearly departed maker, what gifts did he bequeath the moppet vampiress?
Not a damn thing.
He taught me how to lie well.
Stick with it, Puce. You're almost there.
My girl, she's good. I'll give her that. But I feel you need to stop prying so much, Chloe. Otherwise, they gonna start prying back. And trust me, you don't want that lid to open, baby. Stick with keeping your head down and your mouth shut.
I'm evil.
Is evil a great perilous gulf one falls into with the first sin?
Look at you, Lou, getting to have philosophical conversation.
Evil is the product of the ability of humans to make abstract what is concrete. Now, will you two kindly shut up so I can hear the music?
Get closer to the stage next time, then.
Little whore.
Lou.
Only want him 'cause you're feeling blue.
This is getting worse, okay? I get it's the guilt, but come on, Lou. Let's get this over with.
Louis? There he is again.
And you're leaking! You're leaking, Lou! Get it together, my dude! Put a lid on it!
How long are we going to play games, Louis?
Until you prove me wrong.
Let's start. Oh dear.
Y'all!
Finally.
Has he lost his ever-loving mind? I swear, Lou can't hold water to save his life. Is the guilt that deep, Lou? Then maybe you shouldn't be pursuing Armand, okay? Maybe you should just keep going and discovering yourself, because you putting your life and Claudia's life in danger right now playing these games.
And where is he now?
I killed him, and he fucking had it coming.
Oh my God, what are we doing? What is he doing, y'all? Lou, like you didn't even have to really pry. You just let it all out. Like, my God, I'm so annoyed. Is he gonna be the reason that Claudia gets killed? Like, I know he said he killed him, but like, this is Lou we talking about. He only got to thank it, and Armand's gonna pick up that it wasn't him who killed Lestat. It was Claudia.
Louis?
Every time he claims he's getting better, he's really getting worse, y'all. Claudia's gonna freak out, and she has every right to be, because it's like, Lou, like, we supposed to be in this together, so why the freak are you not telling me before you just decide to throw all of our secrets out there? Y'all, who is he kissing? Is he kissing the air? Is he kissing the tree? He better not go down on an aberration. What? Is he hitting his head? Is he punching the tree? What's going on in reality right now? Wow. And that guy was just trying to have a good time. Well, we're gonna have to hide this body. Hold up. This was too much. This was too much. I am really frustrated with Lou right now. And I love my baby Lou, but it's just like, lately you've been doing some frustrating things, okay? This was not smart. I don't care if Armand says he knew. The point is, you'd have to show me the tapes, okay? You'd have to show me photographs of me off in Lestat, and I'd still look you in the eye and go, nah, that ain't me. I don't know who that is. You know, like, that's just the kind of person I am. If I'm sticking to something, I'm sticking with it, okay? You gonna have to force it out of me, torture it out of me, because I ain't telling you, especially when it's not just my lie, it's somebody else's lie. Like, even though you say Claudia's not a part of it, the point is your mind is gonna be saying something different, Lou. And we all know that your mind can't hold water.
Hello now. Have fickle mood.
You're probably right.
No, we should do this. Like you said.
Tell her you fucked up, Louie. At least you won't have to go in there the next day blind.
His last words were, "Had enough of your gloomy faces."
Good.
Something wrong, Lou?
Lestat could have said, "Go to Paris. There's a beautiful cavern there, I know, because I fucking founded it." But he said the vampires out there are vicious.
Because they are.
It was better when he broke my bones. It was when he had me pinned. And he told me he loved me.
Disgusting.
Before, during, and after.
Me and Lou just, our baby. Come here. Let me hold you, girl.
One day, he said, "Had enough of your gloomy face." Drove off on a motorbike.
Lou is still clutching his pearls.
They're gonna let me join the Coven end of this week. It'd be nice if you come.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And then what are you gonna do, Lou? If she joins the Coven and goes and lives with the Coven, what are you gonna do?
Excuse the interruption. The lawyer for the buyer is ready for the teleconference.
Would you mind, Daniel?
A real cold cup of water there, Rashid. I was really in it.
Ooh, he ain't even saying nothing no more. I guess real Rashid don't like you either, Daniel.
3 studies for figures at the base of a crucifixion, witnesses to Christ's agony.
So they're art dealers. That makes sense, I guess. I wonder if they collected all these pieces like, got them back in the day, If they got them at the same time that it was made, then they got it for a steal. That's something I would do if I was a vampire living a long time. I'd get like works of art that I knew were really good artists, and I'd just like put them in the cellar for a little bit, wait a couple hundred years, then sell them. What's this? I can't read.
It's only had 3 owners.
Is that the theater burning down? That's what it looks like. Did old dude send that to him?
The vampires are real. They're gonna kill us all.
Oh, so that whole thing was an act?
It's real. Going to kill us all.
I thought they let him go by accident. That whole thing was set up too?
No. Let him speak, son.
This is crazy.
Did you read Le Monde today? A mutilated body found in a park. Puncture wounds on neck.
Jesus, Louis, you couldn't even get rid of the body right.
Everyone was in coffin by curfew. And I don't see our girl here at that particular park.
He kind of reminds me of Lestat. Just, you know, seeing Lestat having the whole conversation and able to, like, still act, and seeing Santiago. Plus, they're both really alluring actors, I think, in my opinion. Like, both of them were really good actors. So, I don't know. Something about Santiago kind of reminds me of Lestat. I wonder if that's why Armand recruited him.
The Coven would like to know what you intend to do with him.
And do you speak for the Coven?
Oh, shit. You might be having another mutiny on your hands, my good man. I hope you can take them all out if need be.
After the ceremony. Does that satisfy?
It does, Maître.
He seemed a lot more willing than that other girl. I wonder what Santiago's maker did to get put in the death box.
Come. Would you have us?
Yes, Major.
It's like you're losing your little girl, Lou.
The dark gifts must never be given to the crippled or to children.
Fuck me. Does that include her? Understandable law, though, but at the same time, does that mean her?
You exposed us. You revealed yourself to the law firm of Roger et Albert.
In Louis' defense, though, he didn't know about those laws. So it's like, can you really blame him for laws he didn't know about? Now, that human, that you can be mad at him about that, because that was sloppy, Lou. Even, I feel like even Lou should have known how sloppy that was. But the not revealing yourself, like, to the lawyer's the one who gives you money. What do you mean?
No vampire may ever destroy another vampire. But the Coven Master has the power of life and death.
I'm sorry, what? So the Coven Master can just go around killing whoever he wants, but everybody else has just gotta fall in line? Okay. I guess there's gotta be a leader.
I will not harm you. Those were your first words to me.
That was before you fucked up. Technically, though, Lestat's not dead, which is confusing to me because I'm like, Louis, the whole point of you not burning the body and throwing him in the thing was so he could get the rats. Like, you know Lestat's not dead. Like, you can say you maimed him, but but I don't know why Louis acting like he actually killed him.
Will you abide by the final law?
As of now, I will.
Take my head off if you're gonna do it.
That's right, Louis. Go out, gangster!
Any other requests?
Look after Claudia.
She won't be here very long.
What you just said?
You made her at 14.
Nigga!
Her mind as fierce as it is now. It will break apart in time.
You don't know Claudia.
I don't have to.
Motherfucker, if you took her into that coven just to kill her, shame on y'all.
A new play for you and the ladies.
My baby loves windows.
You'll be their little birdie for the next 50 years.
Claudia's face. What have I gotten into? I'm sorry, what? You know Claudia in her head, she's going, but I'm a woman. 50, 70, I don't know how old she is. I don't think she's past 100, but I'm like, she's like 60 fucking years old. It's almost like they're doing it to taunt her.
What did he call it? The savage garden.
Well, I know he don't kill him. So what, does he fake his death? Maitre, out of curiosity, how do you plan on explaining any of this letting Louis live part? I don't understand. Are you just gonna say, forget it, I ain't gotta explain nothing to you guys? Or are we gonna lie? What are we doing here?
Did he break you, Louis?
No. I don't know if I can.
You will.
Ooh, Lou, you better be glad you're alluring, my guy. You better be glad you pretty, boy.
I did.
You and him?
A century or so ago.
Not gonna lie, I'm also wondering if one of the reasons, maybe not the main reason, but one of the reasons Armand was so like eager to get Louis is because he knew he was Lestat's companion. Like if he already read that event in Louis' mind, then he must know like Louis and Lestat was like Louis and Lestat, okay? I wonder if he was a little jealous that Lestat wanted to be with Louis and not him. What do y'all think? Yes, let's make that one of the questions of the day. Do y'all think that Armand wanted Louis, just for Louis, or do y'all think that maybe even a little part of him wanted him because Lestat loved him and didn't love him? You know, like when Lestat told Louis, I love you, he meant that shit. That's right, Lou. Give him a little nookie for your life.
You want to come upstairs?
Are you inviting me in?
Depends. Are you gonna kill me?
You know, if Smile was just like, only by effing you to death. Before I kill you, I'm gonna make you scream my name. Let me stop.
I'm a fierce vampire trapped in the body of a little girl.
Oh, what is this?
What about you and me? Me and you!
Now, I will say, like, Claudia, it was you and me and you till you found that vampire coven, and then you was you and them, and, you know, Louis was kind of in the breeze a little bit. Seeing that clip, I don't know, I have to watch the next episode to fully, you know, get a context of it, but it does feel like now that she's not feeling the vampire coven, she does want to go back to, you know, it's like she's running back to Luke, running back to Daddy Luke, Brother Luke, whatever one she want to call him. And it's just like, girl, you made your bed, my love. You gonna have to lie in it now. Now, I'm gonna watch these editors, I'm gonna watch these back scene, whatever they want to call them, and then we'll get on to the conclusion. Just watched the behind the scenes, and it's definitely opened my eyes a little bit, especially when they commented that this was Armand's version of Lestat. I never even thought of that, but it really is, because Armand's telling the story, so he can only tell it from like his version or his perception or point of view of events. So technically, the Lestat that we were seeing was his version of Lestat, even though it was very alien to the Lestat we know. Loved Sam through the whole thing. Like, it is so good to have Sam back, and he is such a talented actor. I swear, so good. Like, can't even y'all. I mean, can you picture anybody else's Lestat after watching Sam play him? I can't. I just can't. Love him down. And also, this episode did make me look at Armand a little differently. Now, I don't know if Armand told this story to make himself more likable, but it kind of did. Even seeing like him and Louis' interaction. Now, I do wonder what Armand's gonna say to the coven, because like, there's no way that they can still sense that Lou's alive. But just to see him like kind of, you know, just to see him like vulnerable like that, I was just like, oh, Armand, maybe I've misjudged you just a tiny bit. You know, even though I know he has feelings, it's like I never thought of his emotions. And vampires are like people most of the times, you know, they have all different types of emotions. They make good choices, they make bad choices, they make hard choices, and sometimes just because of, you know, how evil that they act, it'd be hard to remember that. But this, like, Anne Rice's vampires definitely take you there to where you're just like, oh my god, vampires have layers, they're like onions, you know. This was such a good episode. We got a lot more Sam, we got past history, we got a little bit more vulnerability from Armand. It helped us see Louis in a different light. Daniel, you know, came back seemingly unscathed, and we got introduced to the Talamasca. I had to watch the behind the scenes to remember it. I knew it started with a T, but the Talamasca, that's where I thought that guy was from. So I wonder if he's like a big deal inside the Talamasca, or if he's just like a little agent. Also, I thought the Talamasca's job was to watch, so I'm just confused on like why they're interfering with Daniel right now. Why are they making contact with Daniel? What's up with that? More questions, y'all. I swear, if this show's gonna do anything, it's gonna provide us with questions, and we'll see the next episode what happens. Now, we already see that Claudia is a little perturbed by her predicament, and y'all, you know, I just feel like I always feel for Claudia, and you know, some of y'all come at me not knowing why I be feeling the way I feel for Claudia, but it's just like, you imagine yourself being immortal, being a vampire with all these powers, and you're stuck inside a child's body. You can never like be with nobody because they're always gonna look at you as a little girl. Like everywhere you go, mortals are gonna look at you like a little girl. Vampires are gonna look at you like a little girl. I can understand why one of the rules was not to turn children. Frankly, I thought when they read that and looked at her, they was gonna like chop her head off right then and there. Maybe she heard that and she thought that they didn't consider her a child, and just getting that baby, like that Shirley Temple dress, just reminded her that they do see her as a child. And I know, Claudia, that's like the last thing my girl wants, and I hate it for her. So like the look on her face, y'all, I mean, some of y'all might be like, hey, that's what she got coming, but I just felt so bad for her. I really did. I was like, dang, girl, you did all of that and they still got you as a kid. Me, I'd say, you know what, I don't need to be on stage, I'll be in the web box in the back. Come on, let me open up the door for the rats. Cause like, wouldn't they that you're not about to do is use something like one of my vulnerabilities, like kind of to humiliate me a little bit. And I kind of do feel like the coven was taunting her with that, like, yeah, that's what you are, a child. This cannot be good for our girl. And I feel like after this, if I was Claudia, I went back and be like, you know what, Lou? I think you were right. I think we should leave. Turns out this wasn't what I thought it was, you know? Come on, Daddy Lou, let's go. You know, because I just, I feel so bad for her. I really do. But y'all tell me y'all's thoughts. I mean, I'm sure some of y'all are going to be coming hard for Claudia and you're not going to be feeling bad at all. But that's okay. Even though lots of y'all are not on Claudia's side, I am on my girl's side, okay? It's always going to be Team Claudia, Team Louie, Team Daniel, and I ain't gonna lie, sometimes Team Lestat. I know, throw the tomatoes. Yes, I'm sorry, it's a toxic relationship. It's a relationship, but it's a toxic one I have with Lestat. But you know, it's just, it's out there. I'm sorry. There's always gonna be that little nugget of like my emotions for Lestat that I just always am gonna feel. And then we always got people, you know, telling Lestat's story through Lestat's eyes, through Armand's eyes. It would be so great when we finally get to hear Lestat's story from Lestat himself. And I know that's, I hope that's what's gonna happen in the book of Lestat, or Lestat's, when Lestat, I think, was it called the Book of Lestat? Something like that. I hope that's what happens, because I'm really interested now to see Lestat's version of events. But that's all the thoughts I have for you today, guys. I believe that's it and that's all. But before we say farewell, don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. And if you enjoyed me so much that you'd like to see me again, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will be notified whenever I drop the 4th episode of Interview with the Vampire and anything else that I upload. Can't wait to see you guys for the next one. I'm sure it's going to be good too. Every episode, just remember, we're working our way up to that moment. I'm still not ready for when that time comes, but I'm going to be watching it with you guys, so I know you're going to be holding my hands the whole way through. We're going to get through this together, all right? But now it's time for so long. So with that being said, this is Shalea Homebody, your humble host, saying it's a jungle out there, guys. So take care of yourselves and those you can. Bye! I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. Gonna put a spell on you. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. Ooh, can't hit that note, but it's fine.